More Corvette stuff. Alright, happy Friday rainy morning. Man, if you guys live on the East Coast right now, in the Mid-Atlantic, the weather is so stupid. I'm so over it. I'm ready for spring and hot weather. Anyways, I know both of these have been kind of done to death, so I decided to just go ahead and combine them as one video and give you guys a much closer look, up close if you will, on the products themselves. The little LED lights are a Chinese product, so it's always kind of a gamble. The Spoiler King spoiler is made in America, I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself. So we'll do a quick detailed review of how they feel and look. Go through the car, I'll walk you through how to install both and give you my opinion on if I'm gonna keep them on or not. These weren't terribly expensive as far as modifications go for a Corvette. I know it's relevant. The little light here is about 50 bucks. And the Spoiler King spoiler off Amazon is actually cheaper than buying it from the company itself by about 20 bucks or so. About 150 for both. So let's go ahead and get these things unboxed. All right, we'll go ahead and start with the little LED rear side light, rear running side light, whatever you want to call it. These are the smoked version, which I'm sure you already saw in the thumbnail. Very light. The box was much smaller than I anticipated. It doesn't mean anything. Very light. So gratifying. Yeah, it is what it is. Very simple design. Positive, negative terminal. These look identical to the OEM replacement, so there shouldn't be any issue installing it. And it's super easy to do. I'll show you in a second if you don't already know. It feels just fine. The quality feels fine for what it is. No complaints out of the box. Give you guys an up close look. Cool. And just for uniformity, I'll go ahead and open up the other one as well. It says .SAE. Who knows if these are counterfeit? Who knows? But for the price, I'm not gonna cry. Cool. Now, I was a little shocked to see this show up in a box like this. This tells me it's not a rigid static piece, it's curled up. I have no idea if any hardware is involved or included, such as adhesive or anything, so we're gonna find out together. I'm gonna give you some merch, which I definitely will not be using. Stickers! Oh, we got stickers, totally worth it. So, actually got some good weight to it. Kind of surprised by that. Oh, shit. Oh, hi, Turbo. There's my cat. I mean, it's sturdy enough. It kind of reminds me of a very stout piece of plastic molding you would see in like a office building or something. I mean, it's 100 bucks. I'm not really complaining, but I do think the rear of the Z06 needs a little something, and this seemed like the perfect little something to go on there. Installation should be pretty simple, just a matter of cleaning it up with some isopropyl alcohol, and we should center it and should be good to go. So, if anyone wants this, or the sticker, let me know, and I'll just send it to you. All right, let's go out to the car and throw these bad boys in, see what we're dealing with. All right, so real quickly, I'm gonna start with the lights. But before getting into that, the spoiler, because of its rubber composition, it requires a temperate environment to install this. It's about 35 degrees outside. So while I'm doing the lights, I'll let my little heater here warm this guy up a little bit, and the room itself get it correct temperature for adhering this guy. And we'll come back to the spoiler here momentarily. But I want to focus on the side markers for now, and quickly I'll run through what you have to do. But each step along the way, I'll show you what I'm doing. For both of them, you're going to have to remove the outer light here, which is a T15 torque, 2 of them on both sides. This is going to come out. From there, you can gain access to the side marker. It's going to require a 11mm socket to remove their self-tapping nuts on the plastic spindle, which you'll see in a second, and then you can remove them. and then install the new ones. So let's go ahead and get this back light off, and I'll show you what I'm talking about on the inside. I love how easy it is to get the lights, the tail lights off the back of a C5 and C6 Corvette. It's almost laughable how simple they made it. Simple design, but it works very well. This is dirty. I'll clean this to you before I put it back together. Okay, so if you look down in there, you can probably see it. I hope you can see it. That's your side marker, and the two 11mm nuts on both sides are self-tapping. Videos I've seen and research I've done, they're probably going to break off, and that's okay because you're going to reuse those nuts, and if you're stuck on the stud, you can get them off with some pliers and we'll be okay. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this guy off, and if I run into any weird issues, I'll let you know. All right, I was actually able to get them both off without breaking, so I'm kind of shocked. So it is possible, but you gotta be kind of careful. They are kind of delicate, if you will, and you're gonna need to use some awkward hand gymnastics while you're in there, and a deep socket 11mm works just fine. And to get this guy off right here, it's simply twist off, put in the new one, put it back in, and reverse the steps. So I'm gonna go ahead and get one of them wired up. I'm gonna make sure it works, and then I'll get them both in, and I'll show you how they look, and then we'll go on to the spoiler. All right, so they're in, and they do work, but I'll wait till the end to show you, to make you watch this video even more, or you can just skip ahead. Yeah, so you just take the little bulb out, that little guy, and then you put the little receptacle in there, because the LED bulb itself is now down here, of course. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and reverse the process, put it back in. It's kind of like so sick. I'm pretty excited about this. And then yeah, I'll get the other side buttoned up, and we'll go on to the spoiler. All right, side markers are good to go. Now we're moving on to the spoiler portion of this little video here. A couple of quick notes. The directions do say, make sure there's not a ceramic coating on your car, so it will not stick very well. A fresh coat of wax. I have neither of those. I ceramic coated this thing probably 9 months ago, but it was one of those spray bottle deals. And it's been through some weather, so I'm not too worried about it, and I have not waxed it since, so should be good to go. I've cleaned it vigorously, but before I do adhere it, I'm gonna rub it down with the provided alcohol pads and the adhesion promoter. I am letting it get warmed up a little more. It's getting pretty good. Like I said, the ideal temperature for this thing to set is about 70 degrees. It's maybe 50 degrees in my garage right now. So I'm gonna let this heater run a little while longer and get this area nice and warm so there's no adhesion issues I run into. Also, the spoiler is roughly 57 inches. It's like 57 and some horrid fraction, but 57 pretty damn close. So half of that obviously is 28.5 inches. So I marked it right here. And when I do go to adhere it, you're gonna wanna go ahead and center it with the middle of your flags back here. And underneath, when you do mount it, I'm gonna do mine probably with an eighth of an inch lip on the back left over, if that makes any sense. So I'm gonna go ahead, let this warm up a little more, clean it up, and I'll be back when I'm ready to adhere it. All right, I cleaned up. I think we're ready to go here. Good operating temperature. Cleaned up with the alcohol. I got the adhesion promoter on there. It's dry and ready for application. I just pulled the tape off, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down so I have a nice steady hand, and I'll be back in a minute for kind of the, I guess, final result. All right, boom. Just a heads up, if and when you do this, this thing sticks so damn well and so quick. I had to lift up at a little piece, and it barely touched it, and it was a fight to pull it up, to readjust it, maybe an eighth of an inch. Just be ready for that. Very easy install. I'm very happy with it. You can see the back, how close I am. So it does recommend to wait 24 hours before you drive it and tape down the sides overnight, but it's on there really good. I think it looks really good on the FRC in particular, with the notch back. I think it looks really nice. With the coupe, I'm not a huge fan of a spoiler. I'm not saying don't do it, you can get your car, do what you want. I just happen to like it, a spoiler better on the FRC. And this one, ironically is the cheapest. I like it the most. It's the least obnoxious, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so far, so good. Yeah, I'm happy with it. So for $100, not too bad at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the side markers now. All right, help I have my keys ready. All right, here we go. Oh, that's pretty sick. I hope this comes through well on camera. Let me turn some lights on here. Oh my God, that looks so damn good. My garage is a freaking mess. I'm like embarrassed of it right now. That looks so good. I really hope this comes through on camera. This looks freaking amazing. Looks a little better maybe. I feel like it's getting, the camera's not doing it justice. Maybe it's just on the GoPro screen. I don't know. But it looks so damn good. I'm really happy with that. Oh, and one last thing. If you're a person that makes lights or these kind of things, or in electronics, what looks sick is the front running lights, kind of like a matching deal, blacked out with just one LED running across there. That would look so sinister. I don't know the legalities on that, but I think it looked pretty cool. Now I want to like wrap just the mirror in carbon fiber, put like a red pinstripe. You know, this has definitely opened up Pandora's box. Now I got to do the eagle eye lights in the back that are black. Oh, it's all gonna match now, but I am very happy with this. Looks so good. I wish it wasn't just completely gross outside. I want to drive it now. So annoying, this weather. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm very happy with the quick hour it took to do this. Looks pretty sleek. Please drop below what you guys think. Any questions, comments, concerns you might have about this. And yeah, you guys go enjoy your long weekend, and I'll catch you guys next time. Mark out.